Hello, my pineapple friends. This is Bill Y coming to you from the Pineapple Ranch here in sunny Florida in November, just before Thanksgiving. And we're making our special Pineapple Ranch 3-pepper sauce. Like I showed you a little earlier when I was picking the peppers, we got 3 different kinds of peppers we're working with. We're working with these 3 guys here. And we're working with the jalapeno. We're working with the Tabasco. And we're working with the Cheyenne, okay, or Cayenne, depending on what part of the country you're from. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a blend of fresh peppers, just picked today, and fermented peppers that I've had fermenting for a few months, okay. Now these fermented peppers are in a special Pineapple Ranch blend. Healthy gut fermentation peppers with some other stuff in it. Now, every pepper sauce has secret special ingredients. They're not going to tell you all the ingredients. You can see some of the ingredients, but you know, it's your sauce. You do it the way you want. There's a few basics that you're going to have to know and that you're going to have to put into it, which I'm going to go through. Peppers for sure. So, it could be a 1-pepper sauce, a 2-pepper sauce, a 3-pepper sauce. You want 5 peppers? Pick 5 peppers. You pick the peppers, like Peter Piper. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. He might have had a 10-pepper blend. Imagine that. Anyhow, we got a 3-pepper blend, and when I put the fresh peppers in here, you know, when you pick a jalapeno, the stem tends to stay on it. We do not want the stems in our sauce. Some people might cook with the stems and say, hey, that's the way I like it. Comment below if you're the kind of person that likes the stems. I don't like the stems in my sauce. So you pick the stems off, and for these jalapenos, you give it a little crack, okay? Now, let me warn you something. When you do this without gloves, you better be careful, buddy, because all those hot pepper oils are on your fingers now. Now, my wife, she always gets on to me for this, because I'll wipe my eyes, I'll wipe my nose, I'll do something, I'll touch something, and it's burning. And it's my own fault, she says. Should have worn the gloves. That's a sacrifice I pay. I like working with my hands. Those gloves, sometimes, if I'm working with something like a habanero, baby, whoo, no way. I ain't playing with those habaneros or those Scotch bonnets without those gloves. But these, I'll tolerate. I'll put a little bit of soap and do a little special soap blend to get that oil off a little later. But for now, I'm going to take that chance. But I'm just warning you, beware. That oil spreads all over the place. You don't see it, you definitely don't smell it, but you do smell the peppers, okay? And that oil goes all the way around. If I touch my eyes or my tongue, I taste it. So, when you pick your Tabascos, a lot of times the top, the green stem comes off. So that's good. These are fresh, the stem's off. I picked it that way. If you buy them in the grocery store, don't use the stem. Take the stems off. Now, when you have these guys, just give it a little pull. Break them in half, okay? You break them in half. Now these, the stem tends to stay on. So you just snap the stem off before you use it and do the same thing. Break it in half, okay? That's gonna go in the fresh sauce. All right, so you get yourself a few friends, you put the kids to work, you let them guys do all the labor for you. Have them do this. And you put them in your pot. So, when you put them in the pot, that's what you're simply doing. You're just taking them, giving them a crush, putting it in a pot. Remember, no stems. We don't want stems. No stems in this 3-pepper sauce from the Pineapple Ranch. Bill Y, the pineapple guy, says no stems in your pepper sauce. So, no stems in that pepper sauce. Give it a little crush. Woo! See, no. You want that in there. You're going to strain some of this later. So that's all flavor and heat, by the way. If you want to be the kind of guy or kind of gal that wants to seed everything first, be my guest. That's a lot of peppers to seed. Okay, it will take some of the heat away, but that's a lot of peppers to seed. So I'm going to get to work here, and I'm going to be putting these in here. I'll be back with you after we start adding the next ingredients. Adios, amigo.